How you all doing, muckers? Hope you're all keeping all well. Let's just quickly put the live up on this page, and then I can see your comments better. So we've already got a few people in the side chat. So we've got Jamie's Bike and Adventures. How you doing, mucker? Blake's Pipes. How you doing, mate? Hope you're okay. We've also got GP Patron. How you doing, mate? You all right? Who's just popped in there? Slow Rider. So, got a few channels coming on tonight. They're going to be a bit here than there. But ZX90, how you doing, mucker? Yeah, so I'll give you a bit of a back brief, basically. So what we was doing was actually looking this weekend. There was myself, Alkamoto, and two other channels called Ishimoto and Cheshire Adventurer. We was going to do the winter camp, but with how bad the weather's going to be over the next couple of days, I don't think we're going to do it, as it's just too bad. It's just too much, to be honest. -7, and it's going to be rainy. You ain't going to be able to administrate yourself. Jeremy Jones, how you doing? So let's bring on firstly Ishimoto. So, how you doing, Mucker? You all right?
How are we, guys?
How you doing? How you doing? So, right, and so we briefly spoke, what, about 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago, something like that? Yeah, so when I met up with Alkamoto and Jay Crazy Legs on a bike, obviously we didn't realise that you guys were there.
I just spotted Martin, to be fair, Alkamoto.
Yeah, so we'd even know that they was there, and they would, like I say, they was on doing a something called an icebreaker, which Ishi will get into it. Mark will get into a bit later on, but he's going to have a quick chat in a minute just to let you guys know about his channel. So if you're racing his channel, Ishimoto, just go and have a look, and if something that you like, fucking subscribe. It'd be great. So then, Ishi, tell us about your channel, what you ride, what you like doing, where you're from, where you like riding, and just a general breakdown just quickly about your channel, mate.
Yeah, well, I'm Ishimoto. I like riding off-road, touring, I like it all, really. My passion is really off-road. I ride off-road KTM 1290 and a 790. And then I've got the infamous BMW R1250 GS for the touring bit. I'm based in Congleton, Cheshire. So started the Facebook and YouTube channel up about 12 months ago. Facebook is Ishimoto Dirt and Road, and then YouTube's just Ishimoto. So yeah, if that's what you're into, so have a look, hit that subscribe button, and give us a like if that's what you like.
Yeah, so like I say, he does something called when we met him, sort of called the icebreaker. So what's just to let some of these guys know what's it? It might sound fucking dead simple, but what is the icebreaker?
Well, good few years back, myself and the Cheshire Adventurer joined a club called Rally Moto, where that is basically, if you think of Dakar, it's basically on a lot smaller scale of that, following a road book, so be it paper or digital. So in the winter, because the events aren't there, Rally Moto come up with the icebreakers, and they're getting bigger and bigger every year. I think I'm into my third or fourth year now doing them. Set off doing paper road books, but Rally Moto couldn't keep up with the demand and the tracking of all the riders.
Yeah.
So we went to digital, where you've got to have a tablet and you have to be a member of Rally Moto, and then you get sent the routes for 100 quid. This year you get 9 routes based as far down south as you can think, and then up north. So this year we've got coast to coast routes, and that's 4 routes, so 1 a day. so that'll take you 4 days to do. Then we've got the Peaks, got Wales, Cotswolds, Salisbury Plain. There's one in Essex. So yeah, it's good to get out really if you're into the off-road, and a lot of people stand dormant in the winter, but I ride all year round, and it's just something I love doing. Obviously I promote it on my channel and get the lads involved. If they're not members, I'll let them just tag along with me.
Yeah.
Then we've got some members who tag along, and it's good crack.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I have been looking. To be fair, I've never done really off-roading or anything like that, but like I say, I'm at the point now where I've done it a couple of times and I've really enjoyed it. You know what I mean? I've like, you know, I'm like fucking, I feel like I'm starting to get that little itch, that little bug of not just riding on the road. Do you know what I mean? Just to get it out there. I mean, like I've only got my BM, but yeah, that's what I'm finding. I'm finding now. I kind of want to venture out a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And if I see a side track, then I'll go. You know what I mean? I might have a go down there, or just have a quick look, but now, like I say, especially now, you guys. Well, what you've just explained, you can go and actually join a club, and you know what I mean. You at least then the best. How can I put it? The admin's already done for you. Everything's already set up for you. All you've got to do is download the app or download the routes, and you know what I mean. You meet everybody and you go out, and at least then you know what I mean. One, you're meeting people, and two, you know you're actually following somebody. You are just blindly fucking going along. On your own, hoping you're doing the fucking right stuff.
Well, that's something I get involved with quite a lot just recently. I make up my own GPS routes, and I've done a couple of like easy intermediate ride outs. I posted them up on the group. That's all been free of charge. Whoever turns up comes along. I've created the route, and off we go. I've got an event coming up with Lee Walters in I think it's end of March. It's on the channel, so it's on the page, should I say. That's a paid event, but it's over 2 days. Everything's catered for. Your B&B is all sorted. You've got a backup van, a lot. So, and that's catered for intermediates to easy. So for someone like yourself wanting to get into it, that'd be a good starter, really, because you've got guys on hand to help you out.
Yeah. Like you say, that's good because, like I say, with the people like myself who've got no experience, you know, we all watch YouTube and we all look at other channels and we all do it. That looks fucking easy. Do you know what I mean? That don't look too hard. That I reckon I could do that. But until you're in the scenario, you don't know though, do you? Do you know what I mean? And it's like, it's knowing what. It's like when I used to race, you know, what line to take. You know, you don't, just because everybody else is doing this line, and this line, that don't mean that's your line, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? You might have to, you might have to fucking run deep and cut the corner fucking sharp, but do you know what I mean? But it's just one of them of having the people there with the advice and the experience that you can actually ask, rather than just blindly not knowing and hoping you're fucking doing right. But yeah, it's honestly, mate, I'm really fucking interested in it. And after I did the IBR, I come away from the IBR festival and I was just like, right, I need to fucking get into this a little bit more.
Some of it.
Yeah. Like I say,
come along with us on our ride outs is a lad, Paul Neven in the group. He rides a GSA and he's done all the routes up to now on that. So the BMs are more than capable. You've just you got to have a bit of upper body strength to handle them, but they are capable.
Yeah,
confidence.
Yeah, I mean, like we did when we met. Well, a couple of weeks before we met you, there's have you seen that? I don't. You probably know it. But there's a quarry.
My keeps moving.
It's all right, mate. There's a quarry not far from that. Oh, what's that fucking calf called?
Yeah, you're on about Pindale Lane, aren't you?
Yeah.
Indale
So,
Quarry.
yeah, so we actually did that quarry bit. So you know what I mean, and it was just fucking. I know it's only it's shale, but I just absolutely fucking loved it. It was fucking brilliant. I got to the end, and you're like, yeah, come on, you know what I mean? It's like really.
Did you go down bank?
Yeah, I went down it as well. Yeah. So
yeah, it's a good little lane.
Thank you, boys.
Yeah. How you doing, Rev? You're right.
Yeah, we're good. We're down at Motorcycle World down in Northampton. So we've got all the latest Nortons here. Having a wander around, having a look at the new Norton unveiling. So it's pretty good here. Motorcycle World in Northampton, mate. But there's masses and masses of bikes here. I'll figure out how to turn my camera around in a minute, but it is absolutely. I did say I'd be back in time for the live stream, but no, they've offered prosecco and bottles of beer and canapes, so I'm enjoying it down here. One thing I have got to show you though, if you can afford, anyone got any money they want to loan me? I'm looking at 52 grand. Let me just look at this. This is a bit of kit, mate.
That's nice.
Look at that. That is the V4SV 588, and it's £51,999. But oh my God, what
is that carbon fibre?
It's a bit of kit, mate. I tell you, it's a bit of kit, and I'm down here with a team as well. So, look, sitting on the chair. That's Phil. Macaulay's there as well. It's my young mechanic. So yeah, we're down at Motorcycle World, guys. So anyone in the Northampton area fancies a Suzuki or an Indian, Uncle Red got his Indian from here. Rhythmic's always here as well. Ali and Hayden are always here. But the place is packed with bikes. Now, I was chatting with one of the guys earlier. This. You think it's bad that I have to wheel about 12 to 16 bikes in every night? I'm going to go outside a second. It might be a bit dark. But I was chatting with a mechanic earlier, and I said, "Where do all these bikes go? Look at this. They've got a forecourt full of bikes." He went, "These have all got to come back into the showroom at the end of the night."
Fucking hell.
I've counted them. They've got 46 bikes out here. They've got to put away at the end of the night. I was like, "You son lot, they're going to be here till 12 o'clock putting these bikes away." But yeah. But best bit, I'll tell you what, mate. Fair play. Wine stand, beer stand, and the canapes. But yeah, I shall try and get on. If I don't get back in time, enjoy yourself, boys. But I'll try and get back by the end of the live stream. If not, I'm going to whack a load of photos up on the vloggers channel. But there's some really good stuff here. So yeah,
get some shorts on the go, kid. Get some shorts.
I'll get some shorts of all the stuff that's here. But that new Norton, mate. Oh God, what a bike and a half!
Looks lovely. That does.
All right, lovely. I'll catch you boys later anyway.
See you later.
All right, cheers, mate. See you later.
Draw. Yeah, so like I say, he said he was going to pop in, but that Norton looked nice. I love fucking bit of market that is. I love race bikes. That's one thing I wish I could go back and do again and do like some track days and stuff like that. But my body just can't fucking handle that shit no more. So, But yeah, so do you do like the Peak District? Obviously, you are far from the Peak District, am you really? That?
Yeah, I'm literally 20 minutes from the Peak District, and from a start of any off-road routes, I'm 10 minutes away.
Fuck, that's ideal, late.
Yeah,
That.
I pick up the Tet, literally 5 minutes up the road.
See, that's what I've been looking at. I'd say about the last 2 or 3 months. Because there's quite a lot of that Tet either in the UK. Obviously, it's throughout Europe, but there's a lot of trails. So I was looking at today. There's actually a section that goes from like Cardiff up to like the north end of Wales. And that's on My Route Lab, it's called, or My Route app, it's called now. Yeah. But that's what I was looking at, because I've never done on transferring the files into a track rather than a route. So I put it onto a track, so you can obviously, because it just follows the off-road bit. But
the Tet's easy enough. You can just download the Tet onto an Android and then just pick sections of it and then just download it.
All right.
I have a car pay, and on that I downloaded the app for the TET. Click on the TET app and click whatever you want. You can either highlight it all, or you can just do the sections you want. But the TET is brilliant. All we'll say is, if anyone's wanting to get into off-road like yourself, is especially Wales, and you'll see if you have a look on my channel on some of the TET in Wales, it's not big bike friendly. It's proper enduro land. You're better off really from the peaks onwards or down south, in my eyes. Wales is renowned for being hardcore. So for the big bikes, don't get some good lanes in Wales, but you've got to know them.
Fucking hell. There you go. Mediocre motorcycle saying he's been out in an AMS jacket at -3. Fucking fair play to you. Fucking hell. So me and it. Well, I'm going to say me and Ishi, but I've had it fucking ages. But Ishi's just invested in some heated gear, are you, mate?
Oh yeah. And we're not going, I don't think.
Yeah. So yeah, but so basically, what it was is we was going to do this winter camp with Alcamoto. So he's done it the last couple of years, but the way the weather's looking, basically in on the borders and into Scotland, it's going to be raining all weekend, and it's going to be about -7 to -10. It was -10 today, so you know it's like I said to Alcamoto, you know, you've got to look at it with a bit of a sensible head as well. You know what I mean? If you're in wet, cold, and then you've got to put your tent up, your car get dry. You know what I mean? You're going to struggle. And that should just ain't enjoyable. Yeah, it might be a bit of a laugh and a joke and recording it, watching people monging and everything, but it just ain't fucking good.
Watch the shiver.
Yeah, just watching, just put the fucking camera on, fucking people fucking shaking like a shitting dog of a night because they can't get warm.
At least you got stabilization on the GoPros.
Yeah. You fucking need it. Fucking -10. You'd be like, oh, yeah. You're like Jimmy Savile. But yeah. But yeah, I just messaged him. I was just like, I don't think I ain't gonna risk it, to be honest. You know, if something bad happens, and you've got to try and look at getting your tents down, getting your admin sorted, and riding out when it's been raining at -7, -10, there's going to be ice all over the road. You're just going to struggle from the get go. You know what I mean? And you got to look at the safety side of it as well. Do you know what I mean?
What actually made me think the other day is I was washing my bike off, and it was about -1, and I'd washed it, I'd foamed it all up, and by the time I'd let it just soak in, it had all frozen to the bike.
Fucking hell, man.
And that's like -1. So that's how quick things are freezing up. So it's all right saying, yeah, fuck it, we're going to go. But all it takes is I actually had to put some salt down on the ground because I was slipping on my own water from where I washed the bike. So that's how easy it is. And I just don't see the point in running the risk of, one, firstly, harming yourself. Secondly, you're putting other people at danger. And then we're all running bikes from 10 to 20 grand plus. Slide down the road with that. Weekend's over, innit? And for what? Because you're not proving anything to anybody.
No. Like I say, it's just for me.
Yo.
So here we go. Here's the other lad that possibly might be coming the weekend. If I'll to be honest with what's going on at more work over the last couple of days with what's gone on in the news, I will be there. I will be there Friday, 100%. I will be there Friday. So if I get out, it's going to be Saturday, and it's just going to be Saturday night. But like I said, the way the weather is, I just don't see the point because, like you say, you got to look at it. You got to look at it as an administrative point of view as well. You imagine if we go out and somebody goes down with hypothermia, right? Not only have we got to get an ambulance out and all the rest of it, or try and get them warm and try and get them out. You've got to get their kit out, their bike out, and you know what I mean. It's a big fuck around just for the sake of putting.
If it's Martin's bike, we'll just dig a hole and put it in it.
It's shit anyway, ain't so it don't matter. So, what now is here? We have got the Cheshire Adventurer. So what this is, so if you ain't seen his channel, so Ishi and the Cheshire Adventure, they kind of do the ride outs together by the looks of it on the videos. And they've known each other quite a few years by the looks of it. So these lads do a lot of off-roading. So if you're into off-roading or you're thinking about getting into off-roading, have a look at these channels. If you ain't into off-roading and you like people falling off bikes and doing racing, have a look at their channels. So
get rid of that light. Let me get rid of this light. Looks like I've got a fucking halo.
Fucking hell.
Hang on. How's that? Oh, that's better.
Hello.
So, here he is, El Kamoto. Look at that.
I'll just blind you with the slapper.
Fucking hell.
It's
Look at
fucking cold in this garage.
that. So, and as we all know, we've got below me El Kamoto. Yeah. So yeah, it's just. I think it's just. You got to look at the admin side of it, and you got to look at the.
Oh Jesus,
a bit of a sensible head as well, I think. But
my connection's horrendous, mate. You want to hear it?
Is it bad? Turn porn up off on the other one there.
Yeah, close all your other apps, Kai.
Yeah.
Get that porn off.
Yeah.
If you've got YouTube open as well,
Fuck.
that down. So you're just using the app.
What was that? -10 with wind chill.
There you go. -15. If it's -10 with your riding, it's going to be -15.
Yeah.
So, but it's never cold in a hotel.
I'm just going to change my Wi-Fi if I can link it onto my work phone because it's crap here.
All right, mate, no problem. So, but these, if you look at if you even if you don't like fucking off-roading, if you look at these channels, they are both really good channels, really good. Not solely off-roading, but that's 90% of the channel is off-roading, and it's good. It's good quality, and like I watched one the other day of the Cheshire Adventure, and I actually think he was doing a race or summit, a while long ago, and then you had somebody on the side of the track recording you as you went past every now and again.
That'd be the Sweet Lamb Baja series.
That's it, the Sweet Lamb Baja series. So yeah, so I was watching that. Say that again, mate.
I say it's a cracking event, that.
Yeah. So I was watching that, and like I say, it's just a really good. They're good, fresh channels because they're new channels. You know what I mean? You can see people putting a bit of effort into them, and you know, it's nice to watch channels that not solely concentrate on off-roading, but that's a lot of the channel is just off-roading. And like when I was talking to Mark earlier about the icebreakers and stuff like that, it's nice to see it. Do you know what I mean? It's nice to know that people are actually going out at this time of year doing the off-roading bit. Yeah. So
different, that's for sure.
Yeah. Like I say, when me and Mark went out the other way when we met you, like I say, it was till obviously he introduced you. I don't recognise you. Do you know what I mean? And obviously we don't know who each other was, but yeah, it was nice to meet you. Honestly, really was. Yeah, really was.
Well,
so Mart, how you doing, Mucker? You all right?
Yeah, I woke up about 5 to 8.
I was going to say, was you asleep?
As these lads know, it's a heavy life being a plant fitter.
Oh, what?
Oh, fucking hell.
Listen, mate, the day I've had today, mate. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't ever try and go to Hinkley Power Station, man. Fucking Jesus. Oh, mission and a half to get in there.
Fucking hell. Well,
3 fitters out of 4 of us here, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. You're the odd one out, Peaky.
I am.
No, you're the clever fucker.
I'm the purr fucker by the sounds of it.
We just covered his hands.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Mate, anytime these get dirty is when I'm picking shit up. That's about it. That's it, man. Oh, unfortunately, if I've got to pick my bike up, that's about it.
You read my mind. I was going to say, they'll get dirty when you got to pick that bike up.
The only time your ones get dirty is when your finger slips through the paper.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's like a cheeky surprise, are you?
Oh, yeah.
This is how low it's gone already. Half an hour and it's gone fucking down the toilet already. So, but yeah, so you know, and like I say, they've got some good channels here. And just have a look at the lads in the side chat. If you're into the, or if you're into the off-road, just have a look into them because it's them good lads and them nice lads as well. But when me and Al Kamoto went out with Jay, crazy legs on a bike, we was all stood there at the end having a brew, and I forgot that I left my camera on. So Mart going, well, I'll get him from work, and the missus has done the dinner, and this, that, and the other, and then I fall asleep, and then he was like, but by the time you have your live, I was like, by the time I have my live, I'm like, fucking at 8 o'clock at night, you fucking like midnight or something, you old bastard. And he was like, no, I fall asleep. I'm like, fucking you old twat. So he had a fucking ragging off me for fucking 5 minutes.
I can have a fucking old man nap before I do anything, you know, when I get home from work.
Yeah. I think you're actually older than me, aren't you, Matt?
I'll be 53 next month.
Yeah, fucking that'll do.
Yeah.
That'll do. At least I'm not the oldest one here. For a change.
So, how old are you, Mark? How old are you, Mark?
48.
Just a baby.
Bollocks.
Yeah, that's fake then.
Bollocks. You weigh 48.
Stop counting.
He just had a big fucking paper round, that's all.
Fuck off.
Where fucking
Not a wrinkle.
not a fucking
fucking
airline
rare.
either.
Because you're too
Not a fucking airline
tight to have,
either.
ain't
Fucking hell. Yes, he has to brush it from the back of his fucking neck.
Hey, yay.
Yeah, hey, it's going a bit thin there. It's not quite that. It's not quite this level yet.
I'm going to say I'm doing all right still. Doing all right.
Decent fucking wind, it'll be gone,
That's
lads.
what I'm saving this for, so I can just cut a bit off then and glue it on the top.
Yeah, I'm going to say, well, you just pull yours over, don't you, Mark? Just as like, like fringe.
Oh, God.
Like a
Like a proper Bobby Charlton.
Bobby Charlton comb over when he's running it in the air like that.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Anyway. Bike
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Like shit.
So, one thing I was gonna bring up and have a chat about. Obviously, you guys do a lot of off-roading. So, do you think now, like the level of bikes now, the bikes coming out now with all the traction control and all the bells and whistles and everything, do you think that is taking the riding experience away from the rider? Because it's helping the rider out that much, especially some of these new riders now that, you know, they might not have even ridden a bike without traction control, without ABS,
Yeah,
and all the rest of it.
We've always said, me and Mark have always said, like, go back to the sports bikes. When we were riding sports bikes in the early 2000s, you had fuck all on them. No ABS, no traction control, fuck all. It was all with that.
Yeah.
That was it. And him, fucking above me, Ishimoto there, is one of the smoothest motherfuckers on the planet, let me tell you, with the throttle. Still lay some big darkies out, but fuck me, he was smooth on that throttle.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
he once described me as a 5-year-old child having an epileptic fit.
I think the answer to your question there is, yeah, like, we're old school, so we're used to old school bikes. Like Kai was saying, no traction control. I used to call them the pussy switch. basically. But if you put like Kai used to have a standard T7, now he's got the World Raid. But if you put the T7 against my 790 and put a new rider on it, I think, and he's not got the skills, he'd love the 790 all the way through.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
It's hard to explain. You've got the off-road front braking, which is ABS, but it's a weird type of ABS. It'll catch and not catch, so it won't lock up. So from a new rider's point of view, that's brilliant. You can dial in the traction control. You can let it slip. You can not let it slip. There's all that. The only downside I would say to it is if it goes wrong. Joe, we all travel here. So like my 1290, I was out at weekend. Someone done 1,300 miles and it started playing up. So it started.
But it is a KTM.
Yeah. But KTM through and through.
Yeah. But your 790s never give you any shit, has it?
Yeah, so you can't win. Everyone will slag a KTM off, but if you get a good one, you get a good one. You get a bad one, you get a bad one. But that's what warranty is for, innit? When all said and done.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like when I raced, so the level I raced at, so I raced super stock 600s. So I was at the last class before they brought in the ABS and the anti-wheelie and the fucking start modes and all that kind of shit. I started racing in the pre-injection classes, but that was probably some of the best racing I've ever done because it was just and track days because it, like you say, it's all feel. You have to feel the bike, the twitch, the nudges, the slides, and all the rest of it. You know how far you can push it. Where now, sometimes I'll ride my BM, like when I was in Germany, I went over some ice. I don't know it was ice. I thought it was water. So when I was some ice, the bike went. So I've started dabbing the back brake to use as the ABS, but the bike was doing it itself. And then when we pulled over, and I was like, "Fucking hell, good save!" And I was like, "I don't do anything." You know what I mean? The bike's done it for me. I don't do anything. I literally just, I started dabbing. The bike literally took over and did its fucking thing, and then I was back upright, and then we carried on. But it was just phenomenal, honestly. But I do think that I wouldn't say it's taken away from the riding experience, but I think it's not allowing the younger generation coming through now to be, especially on the road, I wouldn't say we're better riders, but we can feel it. Well, we can feel a slide.
They'll never build the skill level. They'll never build it because they don't have to.
No.
And it's all right until they get on something that hasn't got it, and then it fucking bite them on the ass.
Yeah, it's like you jump on a Z-FOW or a Gixxer-FOW. Well, unfortunately, don't make them anymore. But the younger generation will jump on all the R1s now and stuff, and they'll litter into a roundabout, down the gears, where I used to into a roundabout, smooth out, smooth in, smooth out, but and then just wring its neck slowly.
Yeah.
Where lads now, you can see them, they're hitting the roundabouts and they're knocking it down to like second gear, and they just whack on the throttle. And you do that on an old Gixxer-FOW and you're off.
You'd be in the sky, wouldn't you? Do you know what I mean? And that's the thing. I think, and that's what I liked especially when I did the track days of the racing and stuff like that, because everybody was the same level. If somebody was faster than you, then it was because there was quicker into a corner, or they knew their bike a little bit better, or they was faster, or they had a better line. And that's what you'd look at then. You'd look at, right, how is he half a second fucking faster than me round here? How? So that's when you pull alongside them or pull behind the back of them, and then you start learning then, where now, like you say, they can just hit an island, they don't even need the clutch, bang down through the gearbox, give it some of that, lean, and then just fucking keep it like that. You watch Marc Marquez now, that's all he does. He keeps that fucking wide open. And the bike's doing everything. The bike, some of the technology they had like 5-6 years ago that they was using for Mark Marquez. The technology was learning the track. So it was knowing when and how to for the lean angle to start to keep the ABS kicking in or stopping to allow him to slide.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
for me,
I had the privilege of riding with James Ellison about, what was it now, must be 5 or 6 years ago on an R1 on a Yamaha track day. Absolutely fucking unbelievable. We were on R1s, everything switched on to start with, and even the anti-wheelie, it will wheelie so far, and that is where it would stay. No matter how much throttle you wound in it, what you do with it, it'd stop there until you ran out of revs, or you change gear, and it would stay there. But last session, I actually said to him, James, how the fuck to turn all this shit off? He said, just go in your menu quick before we go out. Put in your menu, go into race mode. Everything is off. Mate, it was a fucking different animal altogether. It was absolutely amazing. I mean, as a bike, I think you could go out as long as you knew where you were going on the track, you could go out there and ride it at 9/10 with all the A's turned on. It had slide control, anti-wheelie, ABS, traction control. Amazing, absolutely amazing bit of kit. And with it turned off, fucking hell, it was like getting off a pony onto a fucking bucking bronco. It was ace. I mean, when it turned off, it was ace. I loved it. It was amazing bit of kit.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest jump for me was we was over in Almeria. We was doing a track day in Almeria, and then we was racing the following week. Triumph were there at the time, and I'd got a Triumph, and basically I'd crashed, and I needed I can't remember now. I think I needed a brake guard or fucking something like that. Do you know what I mean? I'd done the low side and bossed the brake guard, bossed the gear, the foot peg. But anyway, so I went over to them. Have you got anything? Do you know what I mean? And they was like, yeah. So they borrowed me some stuff, and then other night I went back to the lads where they were sitting, and I had a bit of a chat with them, had a few beers with them, got talking to Pete. His name was massive. He was about 6'7", fucking huge bloke. So I started talking to him, like we had a few beers, and he was like, if you want to have a go on one of the bikes, just let me know. Do you know what I mean? And then so I was like, fucking yeah, man, I fucking remember that. So the next day, woke up, got on track, did a few sessions, started talking to the lads, and then the more I was talking to the lads who I went with, they was like, mate, that's pissed up talk, that is. They are going to let you out on. There was actually, these were test bikes,
full blown stuff.
Yeah, well, there was test bikes. The 765s for the MotoGP.
Nice.
So, and I was like, fucking no chance. So anyway, went and had dinner, fucking collared him, speaking to him. How you doing, mate? You all right? And he was like, yeah. So those tricks coming in the tent, because they had probably, I don't know, probably about 11 garages all to themselves, and then literally a tent out the back and everything. Oh. She's falling asleep.
I'm falling asleep.
so anyway, he went, come and have a look. You know what I mean? So I was walking around and went to have a walk around. Like, this bloke stopped me, like a security guard. He was like, all right, mate. I was like, yeah. One of the lads said I could have a walk around and maybe test ride one of the bikes, you know. And he was like, mate, come on. Have you just listened to what you've just fucking said? And I was like, all right, that's matter. So I just walked off. I just left it and walked off.
Oh, mate. And then, I mean, mine's in the life out of them.
So literally, I don't know. It was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and a lot of the people were doing the last couple of sessions, about the last 2 sessions, because they were just knacking. It was fucking roasting as well. Yeah. So in the end, I says, the lads were like, oh, we're going to go back, because we used to have a hire car. And I was like, leave one of the hire cars here. I'm going to do a couple of sessions, because it used to get quiet. And because we was racing, I wanted to get some decent track timing. So anyway, this Pete comes walking down. All right, mate. I was like, yeah. Because I come up earlier. I says, but that security guard told me to have a think about what you've said to me, because obviously you ain't going to let me have a fucking... He went, right, come on, up here. So we walked up. We walked in, and he went, who was it? And I went, him there. So he walked over, and he went, did you tell him he couldn't come in? And he was like, yeah. He goes, even though he says, Pete, he said my name, and you've told him he still can't come in. And this lad was like, fucking shit scared. This lad was, and I was, you know, and you're looking at people, and you're like, I don't even recognise you. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, we walk into the pits. All these bikes, mate, are like immaculate. They've got parts laid out on carpet at the back and everything. Literally, they've probably got a bike laid out on plastic and carpet and everything. I was like, fucking hell, man. Walked into there must have been about 10 bikes and with the test riders, and he says, which one do you want to go on, like? Jesus. And I was like, fucking, I don't know, anyone, like, it don't bother me. And I was like, well, this one's dialed down, you can go on this one. So I was like, yeah, because and you know, and you're like, are you sure? Are you fucking positive about this? Like, and he's like, yeah. So anyway, this Pete, he was one of the main fucking blokes at Triumph. Wow. One of the main top fucking blokes at Triumph. And I never knew this at all. And I went out and I jumped on this Triumph 765, mate, and it was like 1,000cc. Mate, it fucking pulled my fucking arms off. Like I say, I was just a passenger, and that was the biggest jump I've ever jumped on a bike. You know, especially from a 675 to a 765. Just that little bit of brake horsepower. It was like jumping from an R6 to a fucking an R1, a big bang R1. It was phenomenal. And honestly, mate, it was like my first track day again. I was absolutely shit scared because I was just like, fuck, I'll crash this, man. This is like hundreds of fucking thousands of pounds.
Did he say to you before you went out, well, if you bend it, you mend it?
Well, he just said to me, the only thing he said, he went, he tapped me on my shoulder and he went, don't crash. And I went, I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
No pressure.
Fuck. I say no pressure there then.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. But it was lucky because we was in fast group. So there weren't many lads in the fast group at the time. I think there was only about 30 a group. So it wasn't too bad. And like I say, at like 3:30, everybody was fucking going home because I wanted to get on the piss. So
you didn't do a me then, did you? Like, was it Donington or was that Kai?
Fucking hell, what? When you had your K5, you? Yeah. First words out of my head were, just go out there and learn the track, Mark. No. No. Got tagged on to the back of this lad going like Billy, oh fuck. I'm like, oh no, this is all going to fucking end in tears, this. So I've got my stopwatch thinking, fuck me, he's cracking on here. So watches him come round onto the start finish straight. Mark's right up this fucking guy's ass. They go, poof, poof, past me. I'm like, brake lights on. Oh, fuck. Mark's going straight on now. Straight on into the gravel. Feet out like that. Whoa, fucking gravel everywhere. Digs himself a great big fucking furrow in the gravel and stops. I've never binned it, jammy bastard. Sat upright, and it must be up to the belly pan deep in the gravel.
Fucking hell.
Honestly. So he gets off it and stands looking at it. And I thought, he's going to boot it. He's going to fucking kick it. Anyway, he put the stand down as casual as fuck, leant it over and went and sat on the fucking tyre wall. And then, that's not the best bit. End of session comes, everybody comes in the paddock, yeah? What does Mark do? Fucking motocrosses it out of the gravel and rides the wrong way up the fucking back into the fucking paddock. I'm like, oh, he hasn't just ridden the wrong way up the track. No.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. And luckily, nobody said a fucking word. Not one word.
But the best is when I was braking, the back end come off the ground and it just stepped and it stepped to the right, and I thought, it's just no way I'm banking it in now at this.
That angle.
The slipper clutch was kicking in and everything. I just thought,
that was just like. Say that again, mate.
Boy on that 750, and he could ride. He could ride that 750.
Yeah, he was quick.
So that was like when I first picked up my Triumph 675 from Triumph in Wolverhampton. I've rolled it on the back of the fucking wagon. Well, the back of the van, because me and my mate used to do endurance racing as well. So we rolled it on the back of the van, And the lad's going, "Oh, that's nice of you, mate. That's nice of you, mate, to pick your bike up for you." And I was like, "What you on about, mate?" And he was like, "That's nice of me to pick your bike up, take it home." I said, "How you going now, mate? Let's go to fucking Mallory Park now." And he went, "Mate, you got to bed it in. Don't go over 4,000 revs and all." And I went, yeah, all right then, mate. No. Fucking no problem.
Okay.
Fucking come out of devil's elbow, mate, about fucking third session. Boom! Fucking like this fucking bike absolutely fucking like this giving. I was just like, I pulled it in the pits, and people are like, well, I pulled it on the back area, you know what I mean? On the big fucking oval on the bridge. So pulled it on there, and you could see people like walking over. Fucking hell, mate, brand new bike. I was like, mate, it's a bit of metal and fucking some plastic. It don't fucking matter, like.
Fucking Donington isn't his luckiest fucking escape though. Fucking Alton Park on a Honda CBR 400 Gull Arm, was it?
Yeah, Gull Arm.
I'd been my ZX7R in the morning session. Mark comes rattling in. Fucking anyway, he carries on at the end of Lodge Corner, the last one. I think it's Lodge. Lodge Corner, yeah. He carries straight on, misses the gravel, and rides round the fucking bit between the grass and the bales. Comes back into Daly and straight back into the pits. So he says to me, "Got this fucking clacking sound when I fucking anchor up on the brakes." So he lets go of the brake lever, and his fucking brake caliper goes round the disc. Fucking bolts had fallen out.
Fucking hell.
Jammy bastard.
Fucking hell. Yeah, I think the one of the ones I had, we was at Brands Hatch. We was doing qualifying for Brands Hatch for an endurance race. We was doing an endurance race there, and it was raining. So the two lads who was doing the endurance race, what they did, because they do like an average time. Yeah. So they went out and I don't know, they was running about, I can't remember now, because it was the big Brands Hatch. It was just the fucking short one. Jeremy Jones, who's the cow in the background? I got a bulldog and he snores like a fucking monster. So that's the cow in the room. So we got there, fucking pissing down. They've done their 2 laps. I've gone out, fucking, you know what I mean, riding fucking as hard as I could, pull back in, and I'm like, everybody's like fucking punching. I'm like, this has come back through the pits at Brands. I was like, what the fucking hell's the problem? So I've come in, pulled into the pits, and Lee, my mate, said to me, he went, "Mate, your fucking wheel bearings have gone, your fucking back wheel." I've got the quickest time out the fucking lot of us, and my fucking wheel bearings had gone.
On foot wheel bearing.
Fucking legend. Back wheel bearings had gone. But yeah.
That's like that, isn't it? We met at Sweet Lamb.
Yeah. Got all the way down to Llandudloes, Sweet Lamb complex, and he'd noticed at Chester a bit of a wobble from the front end on 790. Fuck me, we picked his front end up and his wheel bearings were absolutely destroyed. His fucking front axle was almost running on the hub.
He says to me, he says, I just kept pinning it because the faster I went, the smoother it got. There was nothing left in his bearings, was there?
No.
He couldn't get bearings, could he?
No,
so
he couldn't get bearings. He rode it all the way back towards Chester.
Yeah. Fucking hell. I remember it when we was at Mallory Park, and I bossed both my wrists.
Oh.
And I think I'd bossed my shin as well. But I've loaded the bike back on the ramp in my van, strapped it down, and drove home. And I was getting fucking mad when I went to the fucking hospital the next day. When did you do this? Yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah. Fucking
fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So Mart, have you had any decent fucking crashes? Seeing as we talk about crashes.
Crashes? No, but I'll tell you one on Monday. Wasn't on the bike though. I was going to work on Monday.
Go on.
And down the bottom of my road, drops down the hill, and obviously it's been icy this week. People are driving out little portholes in the frosty windows, aren't they? So I'm coming down this hill. There's a junction here. As I'm coming down it, fucking Mini pulls out in front of me, turns left. Couldn't brake. I went to overtake him, shifted down a gear, and then the fucker indicates right and fucking hits me again.
No.
It's my back wheel. You see my little Fiesta van, haven't you, work,
Yeah,
man?
man, yeah.
So I'm almost on the pavement. So he pulls out on me and brakes and then fucking hangs right, hits my back wheel and sends me like fucking nearly into a spin.
Fucking hell.
So Paul says, what the fucking... Oh, sorry, mate. So he says, not fucking once, twice you didn't see me in fucking 10 seconds. I said, if I was on a bike, you'd have killed me. Oh. Anyway, there were no damage. You just knocked my wheel trim off. But I thought,
Jesus.
what a prick.
Well,
That's
it was in
bad.
a minute.
So you know what I mean? It's like you're always when you're biking, you're always ready for situations, aren't you? For other people, especially.
Preempt. You have to preempt everything.
Riding bloody 6 ahead, and seeing what people are going to do. So you're ahead of the situation. A lot of but twice to do that and then pull that's like ridiculous,
Not once, but twice. Yeah, fuck me.
Yeah. I must admit now, I mean, my girls are doing their driving license at the moment, so they're having lessons and stuff like that. And I do think that me being a biker has helped them because, like I say to them, you got to look, not look. You got to see.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. You ain't looking. You're looking to see what the fuck's coming. It's like just a. Yeah, so let's pull out. You've got to fucking look. Do you know what I mean? And I do think
you should be made to take 12 months on a bike before they go on in a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think another good thing is if you've got smaller kids, especially, is have them looking out for bikes on the road, and they're in the car. Get them counting bikes. Then they automatically look for bikes. Then it's just in their head then.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I think because I've been a biker for fucking 20 years now. They know about bikes. Do you know what I mean? Because I've been knocked off and all the rest of it. Do you know what I mean? So they fucking know about the bikes now. But I do agree, Mark, that I think people should take the CBTs. They should be made to take the CBTs and at least have a session, like, I don't know, for example, a morning session out once they've passed the CBT on a fucking bike, just to show you how
vulnerable.
Vulnerable, that's the word. How vulnerable you are.
Yeah, and then a load of twats follow them in cars and try knocking them off.
Yeah, the bikers have to follow them in the cars. You get paid for it.
Yeah.
Fucking,
I'd be up for that.
like fucking,
I'd make a fucking killing.
Literally. Yeah.
Driving around like fucking Donkey Kong.
like Mario Karts on speed, wasn't it?
Fucking right, honestly. But it was. But I think that's a good point. That is that they should. I think they should have to do the CBT, and they should have to have at least like a morning or something like that on a bike on the fucking road.
Yeah. Another one worth mentioning as well is obviously we've all ridden sports bikes, and we're all on adventure bikes now. But I never forget the first time I rode an adventure bike compared to sports bikes. The amount you can see different is like you sat upright, you feel larger than life on an adventure bike, where on a sports bike you are very, I don't know, it seems you're not protected at all. You slouch down, you can't see, but with the adventure bikes you can see a lot more. So get the cars, and like when you're taking tests and stuff, it should be pointed out that certain bikes can't see what riders can see. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, when you ride a sports bike, we've all done it anyway. Fucking head down, arse up. Do you know what I mean? And you ride that to your fucking limit. I've said this a couple of times, like.
Oh, we've done that a bit.
Yeah. When me and Ralph Bond went out and I fucking chased down that fucking CBR 1000 and I took him. Do you know what I mean? Mate, he come past me about fucking that close, genuinely. And I'm on my RBM. Mate, red mist come down, and I went back into fucking race mode. Mate, I fucking shot after him, right? And I was like, he's fucking hanging off my bike. I thought I was fucking Rossley. I was like, he's fucking on my bike. Did him in the end. But
Yeah.
I always call it, he's like evolution of man, isn't it? You know, on a sport bike, you start off like that, and as it snap one back eventually, you're on Harley, then you forward. Trolls.
Then your hands go back, and then your feet start going forward.
Yes.
But then when we got to the cafe, and the lad said to me, "Fucking hell, mate, you can ride that bike." And I was like, "Mate, you was that fucking close away, you twat." Do you know what I mean? That's why I fucking chased you down, because you pissed me off. Do you know what I mean? I said, you was riding that bike at fucking 90%. I said, you should never, ever ride a bike on the road at fucking 90%. I said, because you've only got 10% left to fucking go to get you out the shit. I said, you should never ride like that.
We used to ride at fucking 110%.
Yeah. Well, we all have highway, but it's just.
There's that famous picture, Kyla. There's a famous picture you had from many a moon ago. Was it on the Kawasaki, and you went over the hedge?
I went through the fence, and the fucking bike went over it.
That was it, yeah.
And I just happened to have a camera. I just happened to have a camera in me back in the bike.
Yeah, as he was rooting underneath his pillion seat, uttering the words, we really should carry a first aid kit. And then he produces this fucking thing from out under the seat, and I'm like, oh, what have you got there? I said, oh, it's got a camera. Oh, you fucking twat. He said, let me set it up on this post over here. He said, stand there, we'll get a picture of all three of us. Fucking hell, there's me with my bike in bits and one boot on.
What you don't know is how lucky he was, because the week previous to him hitting that fence and going in the field, there was a shitload of silage bales there. So he'd have hit that week probably broke his neck.
Yeah. I wouldn't have been here.
No.
I should have been fucking dead that night, really. But I got away with 3 ruptured ligaments.
That was the wake-up call.
Yeah. Fucking hell, yeah. 3 ruptured ligaments in a
24 hours.
Hey?
Oh, for 24 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, once the swelling went down, we're back on it then.
Yeah. Well, that one on the A49, we had that near do. That was... I was on my jigsaw foul. You were on your 7 hour, weren't you?
Yeah, my ZX7, yeah.
And come round this left-hander, see a car in the distance, indicating onto our path, and indicating. So let's off the throttle. Wasn't for going, so that were it. Click down, boom, on. What did we get? 20 yards away from it.
Yeah.
Decided to go. So
right.
We both popped up sideways. I remember instinctively looking at the wing of the car and seeing this post in the field and thinking, fuck, I'm hitting that. And there were black lines, weren't there? And then all of a sudden it stopped. So just how we got round, I don't know. Well, it's let's up brakes round, and he went. And you put him up and said to him, didn't you? Said, you better fucking be careful now, because when he comes down that bend, he's going to throw that helmet through your windscreen. Yeah. And they've got 2 kids in the back. And Joe, he could say to us, I know what you mean. I ride a 125. I'm like, fucking 125? You having a laugh? A 125? This dude.
How many times?
First gear.
How many times you hear that though? When someone says, I ride a bike myself. Oh yeah. What if you got a keyway light?
I mean, we've all got to start somewhere, haven't we? And they've all got to start somewhere.
I know, but it's the fact when they say to you, I'm a biker myself, I
know, it's mate. Our Joe had a little CBR 125 when he was 17, and he says to me, Dad, I've got this noise. Can you have a go with it? Just see what you think. So I rode it up the road. Literally went round this left hand, like a 90-degree left hander, and went, and there was fucking nothing there. I had to sit it back up again. I got back to our house and I'm like, fuck me, I feel sorry for you, mate. He's like, why? because you fucking have to ride that nail. It's fucking gutless. Like I was like 17 and I had an RD125 LC. It was fucking rapid.
Imagine that little 125 fucking pulling him, fucking big bastard. It was fucking crying. Fuck me,
Well, it's like with the girls, isn't it? When the girls had the 125s.
Fucking hell, painful.
Oh man, it was painful. It was painful, like following them. You're like, fucking, I purposely went out on my BM with her because, as you'll know, the BM, you can have it in 4th gear and stick cruise control on. And I was like, just there, just tuddling along at 30 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour cruise control. She's like fucking ringing it.
She must think now, though, the same with the old Mrs. Car, now they got the bigger bikes. What a difference it is and how good they must feel now.
Yeah.
It's
like Vic's like, it's like night and day compared to what she was like on a 125. Fair fucks to her. She's only been riding like, what, a year and a half, something like that now, is it? I think it's a year and a half. Year and a bit.
About a year and a half.
Fucking fair play.
I say in comparison from when you said about following on a 125, especially when I know your missus Vic went to Ponderosa, didn't she, on the 125?
Yeah.
But she's led a ride there now, hasn't she? But what I'm saying is the difference in safety in comparison to a bigger bike to a 125.
Yeah.
They're dangerous.
Even going from an MT-07 and going onto the Tracer. She said it's the same engine, different chassis slightly, different suspension, but because of the riding position, she's sat up more, the bars are wider, it's more comfortable. She just flows. She flows through corners, whereas before you could see her because it was a little bit forward and the bars were a little bit narrower, she was tense all the time. Yeah. But now, dead relaxed. It's like Macarena on her BM. It's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, she had that 650, didn't she? And we kept saying to her, that's too small for you.
Yeah.
No, I love it. And she had that off on the roundabout where she hit some diesel or something. And after that, she was never as confident in Tibetans or anything on it. And then she decided she wanted this BM. And I got it her. And 2 rides in, she didn't even want to look at the Kawasaki. She just went, literally, what a difference in a bike.
I learned to ride on a fizzer. Who didn't? Everyone learned to ride on a fizzer. And a fizzer on a bog seat.
Yeah, they've come a long way, the girls, aren't they, with the riding?
Yeah, they have fair play.
I think the thing is though, when you go onto a big bike, it's the difference of knowing how quick you can get out of a problem with the power. You can also get into fucking problems, but you can also get fucking out of problems a lot easier than having to fucking brake or try to swerve.
What Ref doesn't know is hers is in rain mode.
He fucking does now.
Yeah.
He does now.
You know she's watching this. To be fair, right, they say this like with the Pan America rain mode, even though it takes a lot of the fun away, you bloody need it sometimes, because it's funny how sometimes you can get out on the road and have the confidence to get your tires down, touch the pegs. I love scraping the pegs on the 48, but other days you come out, you'll do something and then your confidence will just, you haven't got it, you just can't get down nowhere near like what you used to, it's just a little bit of grease on the road, something else. But sometimes it's your mindset, whether you've had a heavy week or whatever, but sometimes you just feel it, you can do that. And I suppose with the ladies, when they swapped over to the bigger bikes, I'm sure it took them a little bit to sort of have that transition between that power and, like you're saying, with 125s, there's nothing there when you throttle it. Braking's crap, you can't get out of situations. But like with the big bikes now, your GSs, Pan Americas, your Africa Twins and all the rest of them, you've got a massive bike there, but it'll still pull you out of the shit.
Yeah.
And that's the difference, isn't it? Now, the comparison is having that sort of safety zone, I think, between situations, and like what you were saying, Peaky, about, giving 90% and keeping 10% back. Sometimes, though, when to give it 130%.
Yeah. But it like for me, like although it took me years when I was doing track days and racing to get that mindset where you know what you've done wrong when you crashed, to get back on the bike and to ride at fucking 110% again, even though you'd crashed. Do you know what I mean? And to get into that mindset, to know how you've crashed and why you've crashed.
I think,
and then to jump back on the bike, that's a fucking hard mindset to get into.
When you're doing anything like racing or what we do, the off-road and stuff, even riding on the road, you have got to have that. It's not that you've got that, but
just can't ride.
It's nothing better than knowing what you've done wrong, so you can put it right.
Yeah.
Anyway, we can't bloody talk, can we? When you got a girl on the bike who's just, leathered that fucking race. I mean, fair play to her. Hats off. We're talking about little things. You know what she's done.
The desert riding. Fuck me.
Yeah. Knock us all out in the park there. And she's not been riding that long, has she? Really? A few years.
Not really. 6 years, 7 years.
Yeah.
But look at that other girl.
She's always been an enduro rider.
Yeah. Look at that the other girl that's riding Dakar, that Jane Daniels from Wigan.
Yeah.
Fair fucks to her. She stopped yesterday and fucking told her teammate, what was it, 60 k's out of the stage, told him with a fucking piece of rope, and then 90 k's on the liaison back to the bivouac.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
that's team spirit as well, isn't it?
Fucking hell, what? I mean, to give up your rally, because how many positions she's going to lost positions through that, but yeah, fucking awesome.
I wonder what, because obviously you guys do a lot of this shit, but I wonder what the costing is to do the fucking Dakar.
Dakar entry fee. The entry fee for Dakar alone is €18,500.
Yeah, they say you got to have $100,000 minimum.
Yeah.
Count me out.
There's
my excuse. Hey?
Small change for you, that.
I'm out. That's my excuse anyway. It's not, like you say, it's not just the entrance fee, it's the support, isn't it?
Yeah.
You need a whole lot of support. There was something that had I was a post I saw today. Didn't you put that on? It's about all the, I think it was, Kai, you did it. It was about all the tyres and everything else you need.
Yeah, that team truck with all the spares and
ridiculous.
There's got to be probably $250,000, $500,000 quid worth of shit on that truck.
Yeah.
Suspension.
Crazy legs. Jay, I just can't ride. What are you putting there? You've never come off, have you?
Yeah, I've been riding that longer, I think.
You just swap your bike every 6 months.
Until you've fallen off, you can't ride.
No. Hey, I dropped mine at 2 miles an hour the other week, so.
Yeah.
You are doing that, was you? It was like the slowest fall in the world. It was like
I heard you were getting on it.
Yeah.
You heard what?
I heard you was getting on it.
No, because it lowers down.
You're getting on it, you fell off the other side.
Well, it lowers down. Fucking lowers down.
Yeah, when you come to a stop, it drops down 2 inches.
That's what the new BMs do that now as well.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you can. I think there's something in the software you can do some of the later ones, can't you? With they're bringing in.
Wow.
Yeah. It just made me laugh when he put it on the video, because he put it on our group first to say he'd fell off.
Brilliant.
We was all going, is he going to put it on? Is he going to put it on? Is he going to put it on?
I know, but
it's good though. It's good to put it on, because end of the day, we're all fucking human. We're all human. It don't matter how fucking good you are. We're all human. We make mistakes. The mistake was touching the grass mat, and that was fucking you done, mate. But
it's a fucking adventure bike.
I wouldn't mind.
I did it. I did it up in, where were we, Yorkshire or with Peaks, or where the fuck were we when we went backwards on me down that lane?
That was in the Peaks. That would have been funny as fuck if we'd have had the GoPros on. Honestly.
It was up this hill that was like that, yeah. Tarmac, and one side of this road, on the right-hand side, it had all the shit and the leaves and the mud had all washed down the road on the side of the road. We got to the top, and was there a gate or something? We couldn't get any
Yeah,
further.
it was closed.
That was it. So me being a short ass thinks, fucking hell, I'm gonna have to get off my bike here. So it gets off, front brake on. So I thought, I'll just roll it back and like whoop, spin round like that, yeah. Oh yeah, that was the plan. So fucking rolls back 3 foot, turned onto this shitty stuff, and fuck off. Whoa! See you later. I'm fucking off running after the bastard down the hill. All he's doing is he's fucking laughing at me.
Yeah, before that, he nearly fucking knocked me off.
I'll tell you a little thing, right? You didn't see one of my videos. It was a while back, and it was, you know Hope Quarry now, don't you?
Yeah.
You know the gravel going down. You came up the bloody thing. How the hell you did that? I don't know. But when you go down the gravel section, was the first time when I hit the brake, and I thought, "Hey, fucking stopping! There's some bikes to hit you. What's happening?" So I get us on that rough stuff, and I'm fucking doing this and blah, blah, blah. And I thought, I need a breather. I was out of breath bloody that third of the way down. So I'm stopped, and the next thing I see is this fucking Africa swimming behind me. All right, mate. Yeah, I'm just switching my camera on, mate. Yeah, you go ahead. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. So, you know what I mean? It's experience, but yeah. I'm not used to that back end loot, you know, I'm wanting to throw you. Yeah, so I'm not used to that. You're all right on gravel roads, but on them rocks when it wants to throw you off and you feel yourself going.
Yeah. Just got to relax, mate. You know, it's dead out, but you've just got to relax.
Yeah,
Spot. That's the key. That's the key. Yeah. But you sort of want it to keep putting your leg out all the time, and it's
worst thing you can do. It is the worst thing you can do, mate. Stand up, point your toes in on your pegs, and force your knees in like that against your tank. Just grip the tank with your knees, and you can relax your hands. Just let the bars just let them go where they want to go, because they're going to go there anyway. You're not going to physically stop it. And the more tense you are, the bigger reaction you get through your bike. So just it's really hard.
There's a couple.
Obviously, I was steering with the tank, and you're about just relaxing your hands. And sometimes, 90% of the time it works, and the bike will just keep tracking. Times the bike,
you got to let the bike do its thing, haven't you? Yeah.
And mine went up the banking and ended up dropping it because it just fucked off up. But again, speed is your friend.
Yeah.
So
faster you go, easier it is.
Yeah. So if I had been cracking on along there, even though it'd have been spinning, it'd have been like wobbling a bit on the cup,
right.
I bet you any money I wouldn't have veered off.
Well, we can hear it both.
Fucking hell, Pete. Give that fucking dog a kick, will you? Fuck's sake.
Mate, he needs his own channel. He's part of my channel.
There's a couple of events or rides that you guys have put on. I don't know whether it's Mark or Kai, both of you did it, but there was one that, did you call that off? It was, there was going to be a charity one. I think it was Yorkshire somewhere. Was it somewhere up there? I don't know. And it looked quite good. It was an off-road track, but it wasn't like heavy.
That was the one that Mark had done to Sheffield, wasn't it? I think.
That might have been the one.
That Sheffield Trail, Sheffield and back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
because there's a couple of those in the tech ones, because I know Bri, you're interested as well, and I think we'll do a couple of light ones that suit with the heavy bikes at some point.
Yeah.
We can do some easy. Do some easy routes. Mark, you've got loads of easy routes, haven't you?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously we're doing the ride outs all the time, but we've got a couple of really easy routes. What you'd piss to get you into the feel of, like the off-road, and then just a bit of the level. So yeah, get these icebreakers out of the way, and we'll have to get together.
Yeah, it's ironic really, because obviously with what's happening this weekend and weather storms and all the rest of it, where that first camp was for this weekend on this road, I found this track that comes down off and then round over the beer come down.
Yeah.
It's on some adventure site. You get the usual people. Oh, there's no right of way for bikes in Scotland, but I mean it's clearly a Land Rover track,
Yeah.
That looked quite good. So.
Well, there's a forest. There's Forest Drive, isn't there, near Moffat, where I went through that 2 up on my BM.
Yeah.
September, and if it's open, I think you mentioned it's a Kai. If it's open, that's a cracking route through the forest.
If it's open, yeah, but they have a habit of closing the gates at the end of October, don't they? Same with the three Forest Drive as well, further up.
But as the rule of thumb in Scotland, if the gates are open, you can go for it.
Yeah.
Sound. Like I say, we'll definitely do that. Invite me onto your channel as well. We'll not your channel, your fucking Facebook, and I'll have a look at that.
I don't know how to invite you onto the channel.
Well, if that's the case, then on our little group, just put the Facebook thing, and I'll have a look through Facebook.
Nipple James heavy breathing, not Peaky's dog. Oh, that's yeah.
I think that.
If you don't know what that means, have a look at Rev Bomb's live for last week.
Yeah, he's a fucking card, isn't he? Rev Bomb, fucking hell.
Yeah,
He's
one in a million.
He is.
1 in a million.
Yeah.
So right then, lads, we've been on nearly an hour and 20 minutes now. So we're gonna give it fucking neck.
Yeah. No worries.
So, like I say this to all a lot of the channels who come in. You're always welcome. If you want to come in on a Friday, just let me know. I've only got 6 slots, so just let me know a couple of days in advance if you want to come on, or if there's a space on the night and you do want to come on, just let me know. And anybody in the side chat as well. So we've got in the side chat BK's Crazy Legs, Rev Bomb, Oggy, Crazy Legs on a bike, GT Patriot, Fen Tour, Slow Rider, GP Patriot, Jamie's Bikes and Adventures, come on, Jeremy Jones, Vidvid, Slow Rider, the Mediocre Motorcycles, Simon Brackett, Blake's Pipes. Who else? Let's just quickly scroll to the top. Oh, Motor Rev, Craig from Motor Rev, come on as well. Kazo Moto. Great fucking Australian channel that is. If you're into your Harleys and you like the kind of stuff he does down here, check out fucking Kazo Moto. They're a really good channel. Let's just quickly Jamie's Bike and Adventures, I think I said him. Blake's Pipes, and that's about. Oh, ZX90, how you doing, Mucker? And that's about your lot. So thank you, everybody in the side chat. It does mean a lot. And if you, like I say, this is our little community here. If you jump onto other people's channels, have a look. If it's something that you're interested in or something that you like, just subscribe. Do you know what I mean? Don't cost you anything. Just subscribe, and it helps us little channels. It fucking helps out massively. So I really appreciate it if you know what I mean. If you look at these other channels, and I'm sure all the lads are, even Alcamato is a big channel, but for us small channels, it all helps, and it's nice to have the side chat there, and you guys all speaking amongst yourself while we're having a little chat as well. Because, like I say, at least then, if ever you come to somewhere or you go to a meet and there's other bikers there and you recognise somebody, and then at least then you've got a bit of common knowledge and you've spoke previously and you can just go up to each other and the icebreakers there. So
cool. Yeah, thanks for that last week, mate. Them shouts last week got a few new subscribers through that. So
yeah, like I say,
thank you very much.
Credit where credit's due, and that's to all the channels here. Do you know what I mean? Mark's, yourself, and Alcamatos, you know what I mean? They're good channels, and that's what I look at. I message people from their channels that I'll watch. Do you know what I mean? Because I think, I'd get on with them. That's the kind of banter I'm into. That's the kind of laugh that I have. They speak the kind of way I speak. That they've got the same kind of outlook, and that's what I look at.
You're right there. Fucking hell, the weather's going to be thick as cow shit.
I don't realise I was from Liverpool. Twat. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna knock it on the head here now. Over 20 minutes. So thank you for my live guests, which is Ishimoto, Cheshire Adventurer, and Alcamato. Check the channels out. It's been absolutely fantastic. So as usual, if you can all stay safe, keep your family safe. If you can all do one thing, please, which is smile.
Smile.
Show me them teeth. Thank you very much, you muckers. Thank you. Fucking hell, them need a brush, some of them fuckers, do them yellow. Anyway, I'll see you all soon, muckers.
Yeah,
Take
right.
care.